Hello, everyone. This is Icarus. We're back with another interview, and if you can't tell by the title, I'm interviewing Disp today. That's how you say it, right?
Yeah,
All right, Disp. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Hi everyone.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. I'm excited to have you on. So, we'll jump right into the question. So, how did you first discover Geometry Dash?
It was probably the same way like everybody else did. So it's like one of my classmates was playing Geometry Dash Lite on his phone, like created a small crowd around him, and everybody like wanted to see what he was playing. So I was one of those people, and I saw him playing. I think it was Jumper or something. I was like, wow, this is a fun game. I might as well try it at home, and I did.
That's
I remember playing Geometry Dash and it was like a light version, but I think at the time when the main version was out, it was 1.6.
oh
And I remember playing Stereo Madness and raging on it a lot because it was kind of hard for someone like me, even though I'm not all that bad at games. Just for some reason, mobile controls feel really, really off to me.
yeah, that's fair. So when you started, you said you started in 1.6. Is that when you swapped to the full version?
No, funnily enough, after playing light version a bit, I kind of forgot that the game exists until YouTube started to recommend me videos by Alex Payne 24 of like new updated versions of the game. So like videos of Hexagon Force came out, like electrodynamics and all that stuff. I was like, damn, this game is being actively updated. I might as well get it and see what the game is going to be in the near future. In hindsight, it was like kind of a smart decision of me because the following updates were really, really cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, I started creating when I full version of the game, and it was 1.9 at the time.
Nice. So when you got the full version, how did you discover the editor or know that's what you liked doing?
Uh, that's funny because I also remembered some of the videos of people playing random levels, and one of such videos was a level which View Teo has recorded. I think it was called like Sochi 2014 Jump. And the video was titled like, "This is the worst level in Geometry Dash" or something like that. I was like, damn, what if I make a level and it gets rated? I'm going to become famous. So I opened up the editor, like just screw around,
And it
nothing too
worked.
serious. Yeah, it worked for some time.
Yeah.
Obviously, the levels I made didn't get rated at that style, but I continued to work on and continue making stuff.
Yeah. I noticed that your last level on your account came out about 2 years ago. Do you still make levels or do you just, or is that
Yeah,
just something of the past?
I'm still working in a level, and the latest preview on my channel has been uploaded like a month ago, and I'm still working in a level, and it's like one third done, so like 30%. I'm still planning to work on the level and I'm still working on the level. So I don't know when I expect to finish it, but hopefully soon.
Nice. I'll be waiting for that. Um, so when you first started building, you said Weiwo too. I think that's how you say his name. I don't know how to say his name. I'm bad with names. But were there any creators that inspired you, your style of building?
I was the kind of person to be like looking at levels and I was like, yeah, this is a funny thing. I might as well try this thing for myself. And many people I was inspired by, I was not inspired by the concrete style, but some of the ideas we used in the levels. For example, I liked Zaro's Toxin Lab because of the atmosphere and like thematic connections of the parts, which I found really, really cool at the time. So I blatantly just stole that idea and made it into my own level, which is called Toxic Sewer. And this is not a good level, but still, it was my first feature level. I looked at this like fighting game and was like really impressed by interesting ways he found how to use different objects to create effects. I was looking at people like Nox to see how some of the coolest memory parts were done at the time. I was really impressed by those things. But so yeah, across the time, when I was only starting to make levels, I was really impressed by many people finding their own thing and finding how to make their own levels stand out amongst the rest. So it was the main core idea which inspired me to create levels.
Yeah, that's cool. So as a moderator, you have to send levels and like give feedback and stuff. So what is something you want to see more of in levels that you don't see enough of right now?
I'm gonna hit you with a really vague term, which is identity. It's not necessarily originality, because you can still make a level which uses some of the core concepts that have been used in previous levels, but you can still make this idea work out and stand out compared to the rest. If your level doesn't feel like a level, but feels like a complete story with like its own atmosphere, its own thematic connections, it is going to be a really, really uh, unique experience to me personally. You can still try to make uh, some of the levels work out in a really nice way if you really try and add your own thing to that idea, like mix the ideas with your own creating style. This is what really makes levels stand out to me.
Yeah, that's cool. Now I'm gonna ask pretty much the opposite of that. What is something that you see too much of in levels that you want to see less of?
I don't like visual abstractions in levels. It's fine if you like come up with an idea and decorations, but you also have to be thinking about people who are going to play your levels. So like if you have, for example, T3 glow on top of your screen covering like half of the level, it's not going to be that fun to play. And usually you will just end up taking LDM just to remove that annoying glow, which removes many, many things that you've put into the level. So basically a lot of time wasted in my opinion. So try to make your level visually appealing, but also do not sacrifice gameplay for sake of it.
Yeah, that's fair. So, what was I gonna ask? Oh man, I'm blanking on the question. Um, um, shoot. No, we're just gonna skip whatever I was thinking of. Um, so outside of Geometry Dash, what games do you like to play?
There's many of them. First of all, I really like some of the indie stuff that I play. Some of the more unique experiences that you can find on the market of Steam. For example, some of my favorite games are Anodyne and Anodyne 2, which are like really cool meta-adventure kind of things. I like horror games as well, because those open up a different kind of storylines for the games. It's not the usually explored topics, so things can get really interesting and dark, in my opinion. Outside of that, I really like playing gacha games. The two main ones I play are Fire Emblem Heroes and it's, and on top of that, I also play with my friends whatever we find. Usually we just play Team Fortress 2.
Nice.
If I want to play by my own, I usually play chess or The Binding of Isaac.
You play chess? Nice, nice.
Yeah,
What's your global ranking on chess.com?
I don't play chess.com, I
Ah,
play only chess. I don't really like how chess.com handles their things,
yeah, that's fair.
because there's a lot of ads, and if you want to have many of the things that help you develop your skills, you want to pay premium for that. The chess is really open in that regard because it's a donation-funded website, so you can have the analysis board and all that kind of stuff in there. But uh, my rating on Lich is only play Rapid as of now. Not really interested in Blitz or Classical. My rating there is 1800.
Dang, that's good, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I used to be big in chess, but it's been a while, so like I kind of forgot like what the good ratings are, but that's if it's above like 16,000, it's good, right? Or 1,600.
I mean, if judging by chess.com standards, yeah, people have been interested in chess as of late because of the things like uh, PogChamps,
Yeah.
which is basically an event of people coming together, usually big streamers and such, and they play it out together. Honestly, I don't like watching it a lot because many of the things just make me really pained of people not see many of the moves and all kind of stuff.
Did you? I think this was on PogChamps. I can't remember which episode. It was Critical versus XQC. Where Critical,
Um,
he,
yeah,
yeah,
it was PogChamps as well.
yeah,
XQC moved lost the checkmate in six because he missed the core idea of like his important piece being attacked.
yeah. That was kind of
It,
funny.
Chess can be entertaining if you don't know how to play it. Still, I really encourage people to try it out.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Well, that's coming from someone who's really good at chess, but yeah,
I
that's
wouldn't say I'm necessarily good, but I'm decent, I guess.
yeah, that's cool. Now, I should have asked this, but where are you from? Because I like your accent.
I'm from Estonia,
Oh,
but my main language is Russian.
nice, nice. Because when we were figuring out the time zone stuff, you said you were like in a different time zone. I was like, I wonder if
Yeah,
he's gonna be from like England or someplace, but nah. All right, so that's cool. That's cool. Outside of like video games and chess and stuff, what kind of hobbies do you have?
mm, I like art things a lot. I either draw it myself or spend a lot of time looking for references on other decent artworks made by many different artists as well. The same goes for music, except for the part that they don't really make music. But spend a lot of time looking for music and creating my own playlist that I like.
That's cool. For art, what kind of art do you do? Do you like landscape art or what kind of art?
Usually the art is a really specific preference, but I like Toho art. Toho is a video game series, which I didn't mention before, but still, there's like a lot of characters from that video game, and it's a really cool art. Usually combining like both character pieces and landscapes, a lot of abstract art as well.
Yeah, that's
So
cool.
there's a lot of them.
And for music, what kind of music do you like?
There's a lot of them. I wouldn't say that I'm really grounded in one genre. It's usually like I hear a song and it's like, yeah, it's really working with me, so I'm going to add it. So it like goes from all the way from rock, metal, EDM, to J-pop,
Just a bit of
to
everything?
yeah, ambience, all those kinds of things, drones, industrials.
Nice. I'm kind of the same way. I like everything except country. I don't like that. But,
Oh, honestly, yeah, I hate country as well.
because country is just
I
the
can,
same thing over and over again. It's just about
I would,
trucks.
I would honestly just listen to Full Steamin' by Mershbo many hours in a row than listen to country.
Yeah, that's fair. So we're getting close to the end of the questions. Is there anything you want to say before we end up the short little podcast?
Yeah, I would honestly give shout outs to the entirety of moderator team because those people are doing a great job at keeping community a fun place to be at. Those people don't get enough credit, in my opinion, because a lot of them really try to make this community to be friendly as possible.
Yeah, and they get hate for no reason sometimes, and it's really unfortunate
Yeah,
because
I feel like many people just forget that moderating is a volunteering job.
yeah,
So like you spend a lot of time doing stuff that you would have not been doing. There's a lot of time that you spend doing the moderator stuff, like looking for levels, reviewing them, all that kind of stuff. So I really appreciate every single one of them for doing that they do.
yeah,
I
they're.
also want to,
Oh, what were you saying?
uh,
I cut you off. My bad.
yeah, I was like going to switch the topic so you can finish your thought on that one.
Oh, well, I was gonna say the moderator team. They're hardworking and they're all awesome people. So, give them some love.
Yeah, and also I want to give shout outs to Kinsokyo server, which is a server that I spend a lot of time in talking to people and doing all this stuff. So I really thank those people for being around me.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'll link that server if you want me to.
No, it's valid.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyways, we're gonna end up this little podcast segment. Disp, thank you so much for coming on. This was a fun episode to record. All of them are fun to record, but every episode is special in its own way. So, thank you so much for coming on, and to the audience members, I'll see you in the next one.
Bye.